Choice at Earl's Court, the home to Madonna's Drowned World Tour. Now, like a virgin, touched for the very first time. I know that's exactly how you're feeling as well, because Her Royal Majesty hasn't brought a proper tour to this country in 8 years. Hello. And as part of that celebration, we at Choice are having a Madonna night. From 9 p.m, we are delivering the exclusive BBC documentary, There's Only One Madonna. Then at 10, we start The Source, the raunch, with her own personal duvet special, In Bed with Madonna. And to wrap it all up, we're dyeing our roots with a 2-hour Blonde Ambition Tour concert. That's coming up a lot later. These people are here for her tonight. How are you doing, ladies?
We're fine, we're excited.
Not that excited, I see.
We are.
Now, talk us through the Stetsons. Is that a kind of fashion statement?
Yeah, it is. I don't know why.
Why are you here tonight? Because there are people kind of all ages. What has she got that makes it so special for you?
Madonna came onto the scene 18 years ago, just when I was 13, and for us, it was the icon at the time, and she's just fantastic, and she's gone from strength to strength.
Now, she's only playing 2 of her old songs, La Isla Bonita and Holiday. You're not going to be able to sing to like a Virgin and a Prayer and all that stuff. You're a bit disappointed about that.
No, not at all, because it's just a difference in style and everything. It's just like, whoa, you know, it's going to be so different, and that's what's so good about it.
Okay. We have a quick rendition. Does anyone sing here? You're from Wales, aren't you? What do we sing? What do we sing, briefly? What's your favourite song? Give it a go. Could be a pop star. Like a virgin.
Like a virgin. Touched for the very first time. Like a virgin. When your heart beats next to mine.
I've got to move on, but that was lovely. Give yourselves a round of applause. Thanks a lot. Now, throughout the night, I'll be standing on the street in Earl's Court, pulling more punters and meeting some guests as well. And my first client is the editor of the Showbiz Weekly Bible. He's Mr. Mark Frith from Heat magazine. Mark, how you doing?
I'm very well, how are you?
You're going to sing Like a Virgin for me?
I'm not, no. Later on, after a couple of drinks, maybe at midnight.
Yeah, okay. Now, this is quite amazing scenes because, you know, obviously Earl's Court full a lot of the time. These are people from all backgrounds, all kind of ages, as they say. How has she pulled it off?
Well, I think she's got a lot of new, younger fans. I also think that she's kept all the old fans with her as well. And there's such excitement because she lives for being on stage. It's her favourite part of being a pop star. And she always keeps it interesting. She innovates. Everything she does has something different to it. And I think this show is probably, people say, going to be the best of the lot.
Yeah, but, you know, pop stars, you know, could change their image and get new producers all the time. I still don't quite understand how she's pulled it off.
I think it's everything. I think it's the fashion, I think it's the music. And I think she keeps it interesting for her, which keeps it interesting for everyone else. She puts so much effort into it. She lives and breathes it. And I think people really like that. People really warm to her. And also she seems quite human as well. You know, always her big rival to be the kind of, the boss in pop music was Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson doesn't seem at all normal, but she does. She seems very, very human. And people really warm to that, I think.
I mean, you're in there tonight. You're going to give us our review. So, oh, hello, lovely lady. Bye. So you're going to give us our review later.
Yes.
Enjoy it. Have fun.
I will, thank you.
Well, this is the third night of the tour, and it's been a surprisingly calm one for the lady herself, keeping her head down just to kind of pop up on stage at the required moment to shake her tartan booty. But for the fans, it's been Madonna mania. Since Monday, the BBC Choice special correspondent Max Flint has been on the Material Girls case. Here's the report.
Still, she finally emerged when it mattered on stage, looking for a big reaction from the Brits. After the Paris and Barcelona shows, the response was a bit low-key, so she came to her occasional home to shout, "God save the Queen." And half the audience thought she was talking to them. It was a tight, choreographed, slick and slightly tame set, but for Madge's fans, she was there, on stage and looking a touch, well, go on, you say it.
I thought it was really good, but she's a little older up close. Amazing concert, amazing, really.
I went to a concert in '87 and I thought she was unbelievable, to be honest. And as you say, she's got older, she's more mature.
Total professional. She's a role model for women.
So the fans loved it right up until Ali G on the video screen told them to off home. And the Brits happily obliged, with Holiday ringing in their 1980s disco ears.
I have got to get myself one of those Stetsons. Anyway, the man in that report, Max Flint, our special correspondent, is here. The man with the loud halo. You went all around London shouting and screaming. What do you think her kind of publicity strategy has been for this week? Because she hasn't been around, has she?
Well, the whole idea has been to keep her out of the papers, keep the paparazzi away from her. She was actually hiding out at Sting's mansion. So she was been in hiding for some reason. But the PR people say it's to can they have a negative publicity campaign so people can't see her before the concert? So they turn up for the concert and they believe, I don't know whether it's true or not, but they believe the hype of just arriving at the concert will be bigger then than rather if they hyped it in advance.
You were there on opening night, which is, of course, Wednesday. Do you think these people are coming here for the actual show? I mean, obviously they are, but I think it's just they're coming here to be close to someone that famous.
That's true. I mean, I think they want to go and see Madonna, and there was so much hype about buying the tickets that they bought the tickets and they said, right, well, I've got to go now. I haven't seen anything about her in the papers so far, but I've got the ticket and I need to turn up. And they're coming in, and there's a great atmosphere here, and they just need to be near Madonna to say something. I mean, some of those fans we saw on the report said it was a great concert, but the fans' website I was surfing for 2 days afterwards, it was saying wasn't that great.
And you took my ticket. I just want to point that out for everyone. I had a ticket and I gave it to him. I was dedicated to work
And
on
I will
Wednesday.
never hear the end of it. Let's just say that.
Okay, Max, thank you very much indeed for being with us. Go and loiter in Earl's Court. I'll be back live at Earl's Court during the evening here on Choice with more guests, more music videos and some Drowned World Tour concert footage. If you haven't seen it before, stick with us for that. But first, someone who clearly took her sartorial style from the Miss Whiplash, Jean-Paul Gaultier phase of Madonna's career is Anne Robinson. See you after The Weakest Link here on Choice. Bye. Hi there, we are back live in Earl's Court with Madonna Night right here on BBC Choice. A little bit raining and a little bit hot. Go on, hurry up. You'll be late. My name is Christopher Price. Thank you very much for being with us. Now, in about 15 to 20 minutes from now, pop's most celebrated diva will take to the stage here at Earl's Court. One of these two guests is going in, the other one is not. Paul Frith, Mark Frith even, is the editor of Heat magazine. And Paul Lester, how are you doing, sir?
Very well indeed.
Is the editor of Uncut magazine. Did I get that right?
Eventually, you got it completely
Anyway,
right.
let's cut to the chase. Let's look at the song order for tonight. She kicks off with Drowned World. What the dickens is she doing with that song up first?
Well, it's weird, isn't it? Because it's quite a slow song, but in a way it's become her manifesto. It was the song that kicked off the Ray of Light album. It talks about how fame is all well and good, but it's your family and your loved ones that matter, and you need time for yourself. And that's kind of been the Madonna that we've seen in the last 4 or 5 years, and the Madonna we'll see on stage tonight. But she will still put on one hell of a show, because she always does.
Do you think, fine, is she a happy lady?
I think she is. I think she's happier than ever, and she certainly says she is.
Now, Paul, we know each other, we go back. You're a bit of a cynical man. Is this your kind of thing? Shiny Stetsons, Burberry umbrellas, all that kind of stuff?
We can't argue with the sense of excitement. The last time I was here, Oasis were playing. This is there's way more of a sense of anticipation here. And
booze, probably.
Probably booze, yeah, and also far more interesting audience styles of dress. You know, Oasis, everybody dressed down.
Yeah.
But this, you can look around, you get a sense of what Madonna is about in 2001. Yeah. You see the various manifestations of her images over the last few years.
She'll love the fact that people dress up. I think she'll really, really appreciate that, actually.
I'm going as a cowgirl. Are you going as a cowgirl?
No, I'm going as
Can
I speak?
No, you can't, love. Now, well, later tonight we've got the...
I'd like to have a chat, but I won't, mate.
Bye-bye. We've got the best Madonna-themed programming lined up here on Choice to help soften the blow if your credit card couldn't take the pounding of a Madonna-inspired call to ticket miles. Apparently his credit card could. We're also paying tribute to the First Lady of Pop with our very own historical romp through her video archive. Here's Madonna clip compilation number 1. These are the early years. Hello, welcome to Madonna Night live here on BBC Choice. My name is Christopher Price, and I'm your kind of host for tonight's Madonna-themed evening of festivities. We've been here live from Earl's Court since 7, kind of building up to night 3 of the Drowned World Tour. Now, the lady herself is currently sweating her kilt off on stage inside Earl's Court. She's been shaking her booty for about half an hour now, so far. In a moment, we'll take a look at some of that performance. But first, these were the scenes here just a short while ago as some 16,000 Madge devotees flocked into this West London venue for the Drowned World Tour gig. Last month, she played Barcelona, Milan, Berlin, and Paris. Look at them having a good time on Stetsons. But this is the first time in 8 years that she's brought a tour to Britain. Some of the lucky ones caught her one-off performance last year at the Brixton Academy. But for many, this is the first, and some reckon, possibly the last chance to see her live here in the UK. Well, these 4 concerts sold out in record time. Tickets to the first date were purchased literally in just a few minutes. Not quick enough onto their redial buttons with 3 AM girl Polly Graham from The Mirror. And also with me is the rock critic, Madonna author, and editor of Uncut magazine, Mr. Paul Lester. You do a great deal, Paul, don't you?
Busy man.
Busy man.
Busier than Madonna.
No, not quite, maybe. You were here on a Wednesday, Polly, and you know the tartan skirt. Goodness knows I'm getting myself one. But what other looks did she go through? Because there was like definite sections.
Yeah, there's 4 sections. So she starts off as the punk, then it's into the Japanese kung fu kicking girl. Then we have the cowgirl where she sits down, strums the guitar, and it's pretty funky.
Did she play it all right?
She was pretty good. I mean, she's not doing anything too fancy, but she was pretty good. And then we have a sort of Spanish sexy senorita, and then right at the end, beyond Paul, there was the Pimp Girl.
Pimp Girl, now that's my favourite, obviously. Hasn't she kind of left behind that really kind of sexy, kind of prostitute erotic element?
Yeah, definitely. That's what she's still very sexy. It's very powerful. A lot of kicking her male dancers around. You know, you felt this is a powerful 42-year-old who's working with us.
Well, we're talking about the kind of image there, and isn't that, some might suggest, a little bit of a problem, because musically, critics like you say she's not that strong.
Yeah, I mean, you could argue that maybe the music is incidental to her success and to the size of her success, but what people are really flocking here to see is Madonna, the most famous woman alive today, and they want to see her in the flesh, because let's face it, a person of that stature is very hard to get hold of. Madonna has never released a Sgt. Pepper or a Thriller. She's never released a great statement of intent. If you were to approach the people that are very excited to be here tonight, very few of them could probably name a Madonna album. She's really a singles artist, so it's a shame that out of the 22 songs that she's going to do tonight, only 15 of those are from the last 2 albums, and very few of her greatest hits.
I think her Sgt. Pepper was hanky spanky, but that's a personal point of view. Well, it's been a kind of a mad, mad week for Madge and her fans. Since Monday, BBC Choice has been on the case, following the story. Our special Madonna correspondent is Mr. Max, and you're a very special man indeed, aren't you? Yeah. You were at the opening night. Did you bring an awful lot of money with you? Because the story in the papers was, how ridiculously expensive is everything?
Well, exactly. 85 quid to go through those doors and some tickets, and you could have spent 3 or 4 times that just on the merchandise. Things like Madonna mugs for £10 for a mug that probably cost 30p to make it somewhere in Shanghai. So it was a bit of a rip-off, really. People were coming out a lot lighter in their wallets.
Now, we're going to play kind of It's a Knockout. We've given you a little bit of money. Can you
Little.
go off?
I can.
They're already in, so you can get a Stetson for cheap. You go and see what you can get for us.
I'll see you in a minute.
We'll just do a comedy run. Thank you. Well, while Max goes off to fritter away the BBC Choice petty cash for knickknacks and basically tat, let's take a look at his week-long reportage. Here we are back live in Earl's Court, as if by comedy kind of magic. Max Flint, the reporter we sent off just a moment ago, just seen his report. Here he is. Oh, the timing is beautiful, isn't it? He sent you away with money. What have you got? Talk us through the prices.
£15.
Excuse me?
Cardboard. £15 for that. I mean, I've just pulled off some of the sequins.
Just come off.
Yes, you can see. It's quality. You can feel the quality.
Right.
And let's have a look at this. This is the official tour programme. 25 quid for this. Now, 25 quid for some pictures that we've already seen of Madonna.
You'd expect naked pictures
exactly.
for £25.
If this is a proper tour brochure, then I have to say I'm a fluffy cat, because it's rubbish. It's got bits of old photographs, it's got the staples in the middle, it's not great.
Do you think, though, the fans, though, Paul, resent paying that kind of money, or is it just part of coming to a big concert these days?
It is. Well, I mean, these people have got money, haven't they? Because they've grown up with Madonna. So people that were 15, 16 and 83 when she released Holiday are now moneyed estate agents or
You're talking politics,
e-business millionaires. So to them, 25 quid is nothing. I mean, that is the real coup of tonight, that a 42-year-old woman can get other 42-year-olds to part with such a large amount of money.
Okay. Well, thanks, guys. Lovely Stetson. It looks great on you, Paulie. Expect your new picture in the mirror to be of that. Anyway, thank you very much. Well, throughout the evening here on Choice, we've been paying our own special tribute to the life and work of Madonna. We've covered her slightly, some would say, podgy early years, when fingerless lace gloves were considered the height of fashion. I used to have those. Here's some mid-vintage Madonna clips, though. Vogue. See, worked for me. Later on, we'll be seeing more of her performance from this evening's gig. We'll also be getting an instant live review of tonight's concert, courtesy of the editor of the Celebrity Entertainment Bible, it is Heat Magazine's Mark Frith. At 10, we have a special showing of Madonna's Naughty video diary, which is in bed with Madonna. And at midnight, we relive the former glories of the Blonde Ambition tour with a 2-hour in-concert special. But before all that, with a star-heavy exploration of the Miss Ciccone story in There's Only One Madonna. I should point out that this documentary does contain very strong language, and it does have Britney Spears singing Like a Prayer again as well, which is frankly more disturbing. Anyway, see you later after that. Bye. Hello, my name is Christopher Price. Welcome back to Madonna Night, live here on BBC Choice. It's an ever so slightly deserted-looking Earl's Court, as you can see at the moment, but it certainly wasn't like this an hour or so ago. These were the somewhat manic scenes when her fans, young, old, firm and floppy, left the arena earlier tonight. What was it like?
Oh, it's absolutely fantastic. We were right at the front. It was amazing.
How much did you pay for your ticket?
Well, as long as my parents are watching, we paid £2,000 for the seats, but I couldn't miss this chance. Okay. I'm a real big fan. And
How did you have a good time?
Fantastic.
Did you dance? What about the fact that she only sang 2 of her own songs?
Everything. She was just the best. She's moved on.
Can I come here? Let's have a look at your Stetson. You got the best Stetson of the night.
She was great. It was the best show ever. La Isla Bonita was the best track. It was brilliant. She was just the best. She was
Did anyone buy a program? 25 quid?
Yeah, she's worth it.
She's just £25.
And you think she's ever going to tour again? Gosh, I'm an attractive man up close, am I not? Anyway, someone else fortunate enough to score a ticket for tonight's sellout concert was the editor of Heat magazine, Mr. Mark Frith. He joins me now along with Liquid News reporter, Mr. Max Flint, who basically witnessed the opening night. That was on Wednesday, wasn't it? Yeah. Just checking the details because it's late at night. I have no idea what I'm talking about now. Mark, you were in there. You look remarkably composed.
Well, I've had an hour and a half to get myself together. I thought it was absolutely fantastic. I think the fast songs work best. I know that people were saying there weren't enough of the hits. My problem really is there's not enough fast songs on the last 2 albums, and that was the album she concentrated on. It was quite slow, a lot of it.
Because you want to put your hands in the air, don't you?
Yeah, but it also makes faster songs like Ray of Light and also things like Holiday more effective because they come after some quite quiet songs. So in a way that lifts the party mood, and it only really gets going at those times.
Was actually surprised by the number of people when they came out, when you were speaking to loads of them, who were saying that there wasn't enough back catalogue. Major mistake in a word, yes or no?
Yes, but she needs to keep it inventive for her, I think.
Okay. And Max, can you just wear it for us? You're a BBC News reporter, but can I say how lovely that actually suits you? Let's just go back to the question of the merchandise. You know, I think it's over and done with. Madonna night, here on Choice is basically over for us, although we've got a big programme coming up I'll tell you about in just a moment. But that 15 quid.
Worth every penny. I mean, I went to the merchandise stall and I was watching people rack up their credit cards to 500, 600 quid, and they were just getting refused and they were bursting into tears, and they had armful of jackets and T-shirts, and they were being told, give them back, you can't afford them, and their credit cards were cut up and they're off in tears.
Really?
It's a great shame, but I had this and I'm keeping it.
I tried that on, and goodness knows, we'd have to put some kind of warning on it if I actually wore that. What finally was your favourite song?
The Holiday at the end was amazing, just absolutely amazing, real party song, fantastic.
Okay, thanks very much indeed.
Thank you,
okay,
cheers.
Good to see you, Mark. And lovely, what can I say? Anyway, now here on Madonna Night, we've got an impressive instant from a couple of nights ago. This is Drowned World Tour footage. Let's run it.
Universe is full of stars. Nothing out there looks the same. No one that I've been waiting for. I don't even know your name. Cosmic systems intertwine, astral bodies drift like wire. All of nature ebbs and flows. On a shoot across the sky, can't explain the reasons why. This is how creation goes. Nobody else, all the others look the same.
Well, there she is in concert. Have a look at this. This is genuine Madonna bale of hay. She was sat on it. I'm sat on it now, and I'm a cowgirl just like her. That's about it from me on this special Madonna night. But don't go to bed just yet. Coming up next on BBC Choice, it's another 2 hours of Madonna in concert. It's vintage Mrs. Ritchie from August 1990 when her Blonde Ambition tour hit Barcelona. I've been asked to point out that this programme contains scenes of an adult nature and strong language. Hooray. This is definitely BBC Choice, and my name is, well, maybe it's Christopher Price, who knows. Good night, have a fabulous weekend, bye.